Hey Rhino Nation! It's time for CWL. What are we in? Rising? Yes, Rising League. It's been that kind of year. I think the COVID's getting me. Is the COVID getting you guys yet?
What?
Yeah. We shouldn't be making fun, but it's been a long 30, 40 days, whatever it's been at this point. So starting to get a little itchy, but we still have some Clash of Clans to do, so we might as well get some recaps done. Are you guys ready to join me and watch these attacks?
Yes.
We might as well. Let's go ahead and see. So this week it was Red Rhinos, and I'm going to completely slaughter this because my Spanish is not very good. But Aldeas, Doradas.
That was beautiful.
AD.
That was beautiful.
Yeah, not bad. Let's just go ahead right into the war screen and see what happened. Oh boy, this was a toughie. You can see only 70 stars, so that can't mean good things. It was a very rough war. What you guys have any comments?
Yeah.
No comment?
Yeah.
It's just, it's one of those things, you know. We actually had a chance to win. You could see on the recap here with sticks at the very end. We had to pretty much gamble in order to have a chance at the end with going for 13v13 and also a fresh 12v12. And, I mean, we would have won with percentage, but we couldn't quite get the 13. You know, it was us scrambling at the end trying to decide what we were going to do. So Andy didn't have much time to come up with a plan, and he was still pretty close. But we just had to dip too many. We had a dip fail. You know, it's just that kind of stuff. So we're going to have to regroup a little bit and get ready for this next coming week, which we will be facing Lannister Gold. So we got to get our A game on. Until then, we're going to go ahead and take a look at some attacks because we still had some good ones. Might as well go ahead and check them out. We are going to... I don't think there were any six-packers this war, but we are going to look at a couple attackers who, you know, week after week always end up doing some cool attacks. So let's start with the Town Hall 11s. Number 23 with Timmy. You guys ready for this one?
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it. In 3, 2, 1. So Timmy, and he loves hogs. He's been doing it a lot. Hogs with the siege. I like it. You want to You want to go ahead and talk to this one, or do you have any thoughts on it?
I mean, he's been doing this attack since he's been hanging out with us actually quite a bit lately, and he's a beast at this attack.
Yeah, he's really good at it.
Yep. He recognizes the queen kill, the king kill. He just sees it and he just wrecks them. And
goes for it. And I love he always brings, 3 loons, usually 2 or 3 loons at least, to check for Sams. And also you'll see one of them come in here and actually kind of help a little bit in this melee in the middle with that center section. But he does a nice funnel, both sides.
Yep.
It's clear cut. It's not one of those questions that she's going to go into a weird spot. He's got a nice little super wall breaker that he uses. Of course, brings a minion or 2 to help with the pups, so good. And you see there he drops another loon to hit right into the rage. I always end up doing that, and my loon darts off to some weird forgotten land. I can't do it as pretty as that.
Right. What?
Yeah, it's like, what in the hell? But look at how it actually helps his loons that he's putting in there. So I like that. And for me, normally when I'm doing hogs, I like to have a chance to get the king, and maybe he was hoping that his queen would go down there, get the eagle, and kind of mess around with the king down there, take him out. But you'll see as soon as all the hogs come in, he's got a nice little narrow path at the beginning. He sees the Tesla pop up there over at the side, so he knows he's gonna have to deal with that. But he's got a couple heals with the warden. He should be fine. Those max hogs, they are tough. And when you're going in with all the hogs and then, all the wizards behind that whole side, that's why I like how this attack works. Because of all of the cleanup that you have automatically built in. The hogs come in, take out all the defenses, clean up, done. And you saw how the base was laid out, that the hogs were taking out all the center. Instead of leaving like some weird buildings in the middle. It pretty much took out everything along with the queen. So it was a great attack. Nice plan, and he had no problem on this one. You see he still has the queen up. A couple hogs flew at the end there, but nothing crazy. Nothing really crazy scary like we've seen, on
the bomb tower at the very end scared me a little bit.
yeah, but that the beefy hogs, plus he still had his queen up, you knew that he was probably going to be okay.
Those level 10 hogs are beasts.
They really are. And when you have 7 of them coming out later, it really makes a difference. So nice job, Timmy. Good job with all your attacks lately, buddy. Let's go ahead and move up to number 17 with our girl Sarah.
23?
17.
Oh, 17.
Yeah, 17. We just watched 23. Sarah comes in here, and I think last week or the week before we featured one of hers, and I'm pretty sure she did minors. And we were talking before that she does a bunch of different attacks, and she can see on this one that she's got the chance to get that AD over there with her queen and the ice golem. Plus, she'll be able to get out several whiz towers if she's coming in from this side and get to the eagle. The sweepers are pointed, kind of out on each direction. So all she needs to worry about, she's going to use that king on the bottom there to funnel, and then she's just going to bring the dragons right there in the center. And bonus, she gets some Teslas. Okay, sure, she'll take it. And you see how she puts all of those loons right over there to the side to hopefully, catch up with the dragons. She probably could have set them down a little bit sooner just to take some of the heat from the AD, but worked out fine. She's still going to be able to go in there to get the eagle. Nice little warden ability. Right when the CC's coming out. And she's going to have a little trouble here with the sweeper with the slammer, but just for a second, long enough to kind of push it out of the way, and then it goes back in. And you see on that top side, she just goes ahead and does the nice little freeze right on the multi, because she knows all of the rest of the defenses back there. There was only an archer tower, and I think the rest were cannons. AD, cannons, archer tower, maybe a little X-bow, but nothing scary. And as long as she can get a lot of that corner down, then the rest of her, her dragons can take care of that backside. So she did a nice job on this plan. I liked it.
Yeah, no, all she really asked was, like, if she needed to poison them. It's like, no, you don't need to poison, because, like, if it's a drag CC, or, like, if it's anything, basically, the drags can deal with it. And luckily she didn't really bring one, so she didn't have to just have a wasted poison.
Right, exactly. And you got to think about some of that kind of stuff. I know I tried to do a cleanup of one of the drag attacks in this one, and it had a witch in it, and that witch and arch, and that caused me a little bit of problems. So it kind of does depend, but typically you can get away with it with drags. So she did a nice job on this one. Again, she does some really nice plans. So good job.
Yeah, she does.
All right, so we'll just look at 2 11s today, and might as well go ahead and go up and check out our 12 attacks. So again, we kind of left ourselves in a hole with the Town Hall 11s, but our 12s came through and were able to get some, some nice 3 stars to give us even a chance. So Stef, you want to go ahead and talk to yours on number 8? Speak to yours.
Okay.
All right, let's go ahead and do it. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
So, what I wanted to do was funnel my queen into that little alleyway by the warden statue there in the bottom tower.
Yeah.
But, unfortunately, didn't happen.
Okay.
So, I kind of had to just kind of conserve my spells then, instead of wasting them on the queen walk. So I'm like, alright, well, my queen's not going to get anything. So, I'm just going to use 1 rage on her instead of 2.
Okay. Now, this was a cleanup, right? So you knew that those Teslas were there at least.
Yeah. So that was a good thing. But it also I also knew the CC was a hound baby drag.
Okay.
So I knew I'd have to freeze the baby drag and poison it just to get rid of it now, because obviously the baby drag would just wreak havoc on my hybrids.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, I'm watching right now. Your queen's being nice and lovely, walking right around to the other side. Were you getting a little nervous for your healers?
Not really, because I already knew that the queen wasn't really going to get that much value. She was kind of cleaning up, basically. So I'm like, all right, well, let's just focus all the stuff in the hybrid now.
Right. Yeah. So here, you put a little wizard down, and where are you going to put your siege?
Right at 12 o'clock there.
Okay, 12 o'clock.
And then basically hybrid from 1 to 2 there.
Okay. Yeah, and you still have kind of a wide area, so that would, that gets a little scary, but if you start looking at what, the troops are going to get, there's so many defenses there right at the beginning, and just those couple storages, and then it's, again, all defenses, so, everybody's going to be kind of working together to take stuff down.
Yeah.
Now, this was a cleanup, or was it a different type of attack than what Lady Blue did?
It was a cleanup, but my queen didn't do what Lady Blue did.
Okay,
That's what I was just kind of like, oh.
Yeah, boo. Yeah, they're just cruising right through here, and again, with the hogs coming out of the siege, that definitely makes a difference. But you had a nice little minor pathing to go down there to the town hall. And, luckily they kind of all stayed together, so that was good. Although, I guess if you look at the way that that wall is at the top, they were all going to kind of go down and then come back up and around, so he did a nice job. And then, of course, the hound's just chasing. Warden doesn't really know what he's doing. He's just kind of walking around.
Yeah. This just shows...
Go ahead.
This just shows that even if your queen walks, hybrid can still be broken.
It can, it can. It can definitely still.
I just wanted to say that you dropped your siege barracks at 11:52, not 12.
Just to might as well go ahead and rib him on that. All right, well, we actually did have one 6-packer, so my bad. We got Mr. Come to Papa himself, Drumsticks, killing it with 2 nice fresh triples for the 12. Number 3, which we'll watch last, was at the very last second. Or was it this one? It was actually this one was his very last hit. So let's go ahead and watch this one, because he had a plan, then he went to sleep since he's in Australia, and came back and did it for us. So does anybody want to speak to this, or we'll just go ahead and kind of all chime in as we see it? What do you think?
No, go ahead.
All right. Let's watch it.
I was
3, 2, 1. Here we go with Will. Okay, so he did talk this through again. We were trying to decide, okay, do we go ahead and dip again, or do we hit up, or what do we do? So he talked through his entire attack, what he was going to do, and so we had an idea that he was going to come in on this side, and his plan is to do a nice little funnel, which he's got this attack down. This is one of his faves. And you can see the funnel's really nice, and he's hoping that his wrecker is going to get through that first wall with the AD and then into that other compartment. That was his game plan. If he can get right into that other compartment with the expos, then he's going to be fine. You see, he did his warden ability to protect everything because he's got the single there hitting it. He needs to have his wrecker go through because he's going to do the jump to that back. So let's see, jump should be coming down. There it goes, right to the back side. He's going to keep everybody together. And perfect. It's looking good. Now, the only scary part gets where you start hitting the town hall, and then it gets the explosion. But he does have some bowlers in there, so he should be okay. And here come the bats. Now, he's bringing those bats around the back side because if you watched what he took out at the beginning, he took out most of the scary stuff. He knew he had 2 singles on this base and just that 1 multi. So he knew if they could bring the bats back around, they would get this single. Now, he didn't know where the Tesla farm was, obviously. But, at this point, he knows he's got a fair amount of troops left. And all he needs to do is last long enough to get to that backside to help clear out the rest that the bats can't hit. And right about now, he's like, okay, I gotta get over there, but I have that 1 gold storage in the middle. Did you guys watch this part?
Yes. This part I did see. He's like, okay, he's got his baby drag for
Yeah, at this point he's thinking, okay, what can I use to go in there? And you see, here he goes, sending in portable baby.
Of course a black bomb.
Of course.
Chasing it all the way.
You knew that he was going to be...
and then not only that, but
2 of them. But he said, it's a good thing I didn't drop a loon, because I would have dropped the loon too. I would have lost both. at least he had the loon at the end here to
Yeah.
kind of help clear out, you know, at the very
Speed
end.
everything up.
But it was looking a little scary. I'm not gonna lie. It was like, oh, is he gonna make it? Is he gonna make it? So that was fun because the end of this war, didn't we have quite a few people on watching? I think there were quite a few people on voice. You know, we were planning on watching and trying to figure out what we're doing. So that made it kind of fun, you know, watching. This was the one that Chief was in on, right? He was helping us watch the end.
Yep.
So he was watching one attack and we were watching this attack. So nice job on that one, Will. And let's go ahead and check out his other attack, which was his first triple on number 3. So let's see what he did here in 3, 2, 1. So you see he's got the hybrid here. He can do quite a few different attacks. He does that attack that we just saw. He's done some E-drags, and he uses this one a fair amount. So those are the 3 main ones, but, you know, he's pretty versatile. So he comes in here, starts with his baby dragon. This one, the king, obviously at the bottom of the funnel. He did not have super wall breakers, so he had to bring in 5 regular wall breakers. So let's just see how he's going to go ahead and plan to do that. Where is he coming? Where is he going to put her down? There she goes. Okay, so she's ready. He's got a nice, you know, he cleared out quite a bit. But I do remember this one because he gets a little bit concerned with that wizard tower over there. Now watch, he'll try to set a few things down. He's like, okay, what am I going to do? Because I don't want her to go in there and bounce back out, which is something that would happen to me for sure. Yeah. So he's doing a rage, and you saw he already tried to do something. Nope, okay, that didn't get it all the way down. Let's see how much is left. There's about half left. So he's like, all right, let me go ahead and put in a couple more hogs, see if that can go down. Nope, sliver left. Oh, no. So now he's... Go ahead.
What's funny is the whole thing is that she could actually reach that.
She can, but look, she comes out.
And she still bounces out.
Yes, so that was the thing, is that he's like, oh my gosh, and it's only because she had to go over there to get that wizard tower that she came back out. Otherwise, she probably would have stayed in. So I'm sure at this point he's thinking, oh boy, what am I going to do? Because he knows the eagle is just going to be flying high. You know, he needs to get in there quick. So I don't know what his original plan is, but I'm guessing that he had to adjust from what he originally was planning to do, just because the queen went out like that. So, you know, he comes in, he's like, all right, let's just go ahead and make the best of it and see what happens. He's got the heel down already. He's got his warden going. He needs to get him through because, see, he didn't get the CC. So he was lucky that he basically did what you talked about, Steph, where you do the freeze poison, right, to try to get the baby dragon down. That's really all you can do. And then as long as you can get that baby down, you see the warden, he did his job. Good job, buddy. This is another one, though, that looked a little close, because if you look at it, it's like, okay, he's got a couple miners. If you zoom in, okay, a couple miners in there. What does he have, like 2 hogs maybe? Not very many left. Thank goodness he had a lot of wizards helping to clean that outside until, of course, they come up by the multi and just get tagged. But look at the miners at the very end. Oh, hardly anything left as they get hit by that giant bomb, and they're over to the Tesla. And thank goodness, just enough firepower to get that last big gold storage down and take it down. So nice job, Will.
That was crazy.
Yeah, great. I mean, he's a great attacker. He's been doing really well. So good job to you, Will. So again, you know, it was one of those wars. You got to focus on the positives for sure. The fact that we came back and had a chance, we all worked together, that was definitely a positive. But we've got to pick it up in a few other spots for next week. So we'll just see what happens. And next week, again, it's Lannister Gold. That'll be week number 6, I believe, because right now we're 2 and 3. So, guys, I think that wraps it up. What do you think? Any other last parting words for today? No? Go fight, win?
No, not so much.
Yeah, go fight, win. We're going to go ahead and practice. I'm going to, hop on here, and you see I've got a queen charge drag that I'm going to kind of mess around with a little bit. But we've built some new bases, and we'll see if we can get ourselves put back together for this week. So until next week, that is it. Thanks, Friend Rhino Nation. We'll see you soon. Peace.